We're learning tonight a passenger was seriously injured after a reckless driving incident at the Central Mall in Fort Smith. Fort Smith police say they responded to an incident at one of their covered parking lots after a passenger was thrown from one of the vehicles. Accident reconstruction was on the scene about an hour ago. We'll of course keep you updated with any new information on air and on our website, 5newsonline.com. Well, the small town of Maysville is rallying behind one of their own tonight. They held their annual chili supper and pie auction, all to raise funds for a local firefighter who was severely injured in a motorcycle crash. 5 News reporter Laura Castleman shows us how the community is coming together to support a hero.
You got a sore throat?
It's gone.
It's gone.
Last week, Maysville volunteer firefighter Colby Amos was in a serious motorcycle accident. He is still recovering with help from his mom and doctors, but now the community has stepped up to help too.
I've been doing it about 15 years. Usually it's for operating costs.
The Maysville Fire Department has hosted the annual chili supper and pie auction for over 15 years, but this year it's a little bit different. This year they're giving back to one of their own.
I could have easily, not had this event this year, but when Colby went down, we knew that we had to do something for him.
Maysville is a small town of a couple of hundred. Chief Derek Kennedy says when one goes down, the whole town feels it.
When something happens, whether it's fire department or not, we take care of one another. I've been in multiple of these benefits for people within the community. They don't give you energy drinks in there, do they? No.
Colby was one of our juniors, and I helped train him a lot on some of the medical calls.
McKenna Badgley hasn't been with the department long, but they've been there for her when she needed them.
They have done stuff like this for me in the past. If anything happens to one of us, it's just we all step up. We all take care of each other.
She described Colby as a special kind of person.
He wants to do good in this job, and yeah, he's one of those ones that I can see him going a long time in this field. And that's kind of rare nowadays.
Chief Kennedy says he hopes Colby knows just how strongly this community is standing behind him.
As soon as we got the news, everyone started rallying together. This event was already planned, but there was no second thought of all the proceeds are going to go to him and his family.
In Maysville, covering news where you live, Laura Castleman, 5 News.
Chief Kennedy told us tonight the auction raised a total of $14,000 for Colby as he continues to recover. Airports across the nation are bracing for what the FAA predicts will be the busiest Thanksgiving travel season in 15 years. Those travel plans could be disrupted by severe weather, though. Large parts of the country could see rain over the weekend, especially in Texas. A cold front could follow as early as Tuesday, possibly turning rain into snow in Minneapolis and other areas. AAA expects a record-breaking roughly 82 million people to travel next week, with at least 73 million on the roads. And the Community Services Clearinghouse held its Hope for the Holidays distribution event in Fort Smith today, handing out Thanksgiving meals to those in need. The organization says they help out 300 to 400 people for their holiday program. They serve mostly people who are battling cancer or on dialysis. Organizers say they appreciate the generosity from the River Valley community.
And every year we're able to do this without taking any money from our budget. It's completely community funded. So we're just grateful that we're able to feed these families that might not know where they're going to get this Thanksgiving meal.
The Clearinghouse says they'll be back for another food distribution event around Christmas time.
4, 3, 2, 1.
The timing was a tad bit off, but you get the point. The holiday season kicked off in Bentonville tonight. 30 miles of lights were turned on in the lighting of the downtown square. New this year, a Broadway-style show featuring the Perry Ryan Theater Company kicked off the night at an hour before the countdown. The kids also got to hang out at the new A Street Promenade with Santa Claus and his workshop and to get pictures. There was also supposed to be an ice skating rink tonight, but the temperatures were unfortunately too warm. It still looks like a fun night regardless. At Mount Sequoia today, a summit brought together community leaders and advocates from across the state to create inspiration on how to make Arkansas a better place for everybody. The Building Better Community Summit says they're dedicated to fostering ideas on how the state can be better for marginalized communities. That includes strengthening inclusion, equity, and opportunity.
Growing up how I grew up as a young black boy in Little Rock, Arkansas, the experiences that I grew up in in Southwest Little Rock. They helped shape my understanding of justice. So my interaction with law enforcement started at a very young age. So I developed my understanding of what justice looked like. For me, I didn't see community policing. I saw investigative traffic stops. I saw over-policing.
Some speakers included that man you just heard, Little Rock School Board member Osiris Bali and State Representative Lincoln Barnett. Also at Mount Sequoia, the Arkansas Podcast Collaborative hosted their 4th annual podcast festival today, connecting resources with creators who want to succeed in the podcasting world. Joined by guests like NASA's official podcast team, they gave advice to those young and old wanting to start podcasts.
Industry is so collaborative, and it's not about gatekeeping. It's about sharing everything that you know and trying to help somebody else grow and develop. And so obviously you see that here this morning.
King says the best advice he has for starting a podcast is simple. Ask yourself, will my podcast give something of value to my audience?